Hello everyone and welcome to Civic Platform. This is your host Zuher Almusre. Non-profit organization in Winnipeg organized tax clinics, and these clinics will help the newcomers and the people who has a low income to file their taxes. It's very complicated for them to understand how to do it, so this kind of clinic around the city will help them to file their taxes for this year 2023. So let's find out how these people helping newcomers and the low-income Winnipeggers to file their taxes. So let's jump right in.
Hello, my name is Zebiba. I work at Canadian Muslim Women Institute. I'm the capacity building administrator. I manage the financial empowerment team. So today I'm here with my team to file tax. We do a tax clinic in many places. Today we are at Waverly Mosque. We do this in partnership with Canadian Financial Counselling, and we do different tax clinics. We do it at mosques and in our office, and it's open for everyone which is eligible to file a tax. Yeah, we file tax. It is a free tax clinic because we do it for low income. Because newcomers, it's difficult for them to access tax clinic easily to file tax. And also we have staff who speak different language, so it will be easily accessible for newcomers. They can communicate easily with the staff and do their taxes free. In Canada, every individual has to file tax because it's mandatory. If you don't file tax, maybe we can may not have access to some services. And it's very important for us to access file every year. And the newcomers, as newcomer, we don't know because it's not practical in our back home. So we invite everyone to come and file taxes, and we will be in 4 locations. Today we are at Waverly Mosque, and March 11 we will be at Pioneer Mosque, and March 24 and April 14 we'll have tax clinic at CMWI. We file all year round, but there will be tax clinic. And April 15 at Winnipeg Central Mosque from 1 to 6. So come and file your tax, and you can have many advantages. You can have a tax return, and you can access many benefits that you are entitled to. Some people may not have income, but every single individual has to file tax. And maybe the challenge is, what do I need to know? What's my income? Do I have to bring all my expenses? So we will let you know. You can call our office what you have to bring, and also we can access with your permission, we can access your CRA account so that we get all the information required. To access all their T4s, we just need their SIN number. Of course, it's with their permission. We just have to read. We don't change anything, but we can access their file, their account, so that to get this information. And others, like maybe rent, maybe if they are students, their student sleep, and if they have house. So there are some points that are required. And when we file tax, we don't only file tax, we also help you to access benefits like GST. Some people, we find out they didn't apply for child tax benefit. We help you to apply for child tax benefit and all other benefits. So it's a general information and application of all the benefits that you are entitled to. So at CMWI, we file year-round, but we have tax clinics. We do it freely, and please come and access our free tax clinic. It has many benefits, and we are doing it in different locations. Many people to access it easily in different mosques, in different locations, and at our address at 61 Juno Street. Please come and visit us. Thank you for watching.
I'm Amy Black. I'm a program coordinator at Community Financial Counselling Services, doing taxes and benefits for United Way Family Resource Centers throughout the city of Winnipeg. We've partnered with CMWI, the Canadian Muslim Women's Institute, which is one of the family resource centers that we serve, to provide free tax filing services to low-income individuals in the community. I think one of the things that we do is take a lot of the fear and anxiety out of taxes. We also do taxes and benefits. So we do benefits applications as well. This is especially helpful, especially in this community where you have quite a few newcomers. So they're maybe not aware of the benefits that are available to them. And sometimes it's nice to have a free service that is available so that you can sit down and really go through the taxes with people who are new to Canada so that they can understand a little bit more about that whole process. I think that oftentimes you have people who, not necessarily today, but you'll have people that are coming from refugee camps, you have people who are coming and don't understand what expenses they can put on their taxes. So they don't really understand what kind of receipts that they're going to need to keep. So maybe they don't have them this year, but next year they'll be able to maximize the refund that they're able to get because they'll keep those receipts, they'll understand a little bit better. What are the things that I can claim on my taxes and what are the things I need to bring with me for next time or that I need to keep throughout the year. So when you're filing your taxes, one of the big reasons that everyone needs to file their taxes is so that they are able to get the government benefits that come from that. So that includes your Canada Child Benefit, your GST credit, the Climate Action Incentive payment. Those are all benefits that if you don't file your taxes, you don't get them. And so it's really, really important, even for people that come that have no income. It's still very important that they file their taxes so that the government can calculate those benefits and they can get that money in their pockets. So for this particular clinic, since we're working with the Canadian Muslim Women's Institute, we actually have 2 other mosques that we will be visiting in the next month. And we also do taxes. Actually, the Canadian Muslim Women's Institute does taxes throughout the year. So that's very, very helpful. The other option, if you're looking for a free tax clinic, they're all run through what's called the Community Volunteer Income Tax Program, or CVITP, and you can always go to that website. So it's a CVITP CRA. I don't know the thing, but it's the CVITP website, or you can Google free tax clinics. Free tax clinic CVITP, and it will actually tell you all of the free tax clinics that are registered and operating in Winnipeg. That is that's a really good question. It's a big challenge. At our organization, at Community Financial Counselling Services, we actually have we run a clinic out of the Norquay building with a lot of volunteers, and are very careful to make sure that we have quite a few interpreters or people who are volunteering to prepare taxes in different languages. And so we're also connected with different organizations, IRCOM, different settlement services organizations, and certainly the Canadian Muslim Women's Institute has people who speak many different languages. So when people call, you can find out if it is available in your language. I believe the CVITP website, if you go to that CRA website, also you can search by language. So you can look to see what free tax clinics are available in your area that are in that particular language. I think it's really, really important that people file their taxes. I think it's generally probably not as scary as you think it is. If you have a reasonably simple tax return, if you have only been working at a couple places, I would absolutely encourage you to look for a free tax clinic in your area as opposed to going to some of the paid outlets. Really, you're still going to get your tax return within 5 to 10 business days, and then you're not going to pay a fee for it. So I think that, you know, for those simpler returns, those returns that are more simple, I think that it's definitely worth looking at some of the community organizations that provide this service, like Community Financial Counselling Services. So if you don't file your taxes this year, the deadline is May the 2nd. So if you don't file your taxes by then, there's a couple things that can happen. If you do end up having an amount owing, there is a late penalty fine for filing late, and then there's interest charges as well. The other worry is that if you file too late, that you may have your benefits stopped. So if you have a family and you are getting the Canada Child Benefit and you don't file until July, you're not going to get a Canada Child Benefit payment in July. You will end up getting it in August or September, once you have filed your taxes. The general rule is that you want to file taxes any time that you are working or have an income. We had someone come in today who was 16 filing her first year of taxes because she had worked and so she had some employment income. So if you have employment income, you want to file taxes, or when you turn 18, you want to file taxes. So either of those.
We reached the end of our episode. Thank you for watching. If you struggle with your taxes, try to attend this kind of clinic. It's a free charge and you can file your taxes and avoid any trouble with CRA here in Winnipeg. So if you like this episode, please like, share and subscribe, and wait for new episode from Civic platform.